Hey now. Happy Wednesday, everybody. Happy hump day. We're halfway through the week. Thank you, Jesus, because I love getting to the weekend. I'm coming this morning just to drop a couple jewels for somebody, as well as I hope you all had a good night and you rested well, and that you woke up in good spirits and ready for what the day has to offer. Open doors and opportunities. But yes, I am here to just say something real quick to Pig Feet over there, due to the fact of listening to her live she did last night. And I just feel like this. How could you try to talk about what someone needs to do with their children for us counseling and getting their kids' teeth done and sending their child to school? Didn't you fall short in that area as well? Did you do corrective surgery on your child's eyes? You see what I'm saying? Did you get your children any type of counseling for all the things that they have seen you do while you're saying someone's gyrating in front of their child or children? Guess what? You had somebody busting it wide open in front of yours. I'm talking about buck ball booty naked, busting it open. You see what I'm saying? Exposing your children to things a lot earlier. You see what I'm saying? So that they can be promiscuous, so they can go out and think that this is okay to do these type of things in front of children. You see? So I'm kind of lost for words on how someone can always try to tell somebody what to do with their life and what they need to be doing, instead of worrying about your own life, sweeping around your own front door. Because as quick as somebody say something about you, they're dead dirtball wrong. Ain't nothing what they said was right, and they're making up. Well, guess what? You're the one that always makes up this story. Now you're talking about somebody's auntie, hair sticking all over the head. People think she crazy. How do you know what people think? And do you think that lady goes outside the house with her hair on top of her head? You sound ridiculous. Oh, I think she's a CNA. Ain't nothing wrong with CNAs. But why couldn't she been an RN, hun? That woman owns a home. Once again, we're going to talk about somebody that she owns a home and just redid some of her home. But that's something you don't have. That's something that you don't do. You can't do. But you're sitting over here talking about a strong, independent woman. You see what I'm saying? That has equity in something. I stress that generational wealth, equity in something. Whether it be flat out monumental, as long as you got something that can bring some money and some generational wealth, or something to be able to pass down. You see, come on now. Come on, you don't have that. You don't have that. And at 50, I don't think you're going nowhere and getting it. You see, you can talk all the good game that you want to talk, and I'm not talking because I don't own no home, and I ain't trying to own no home, because guess what? That's not the American dream anymore. You see what I'm saying? I rather, like I say, I moved out of my house after raising my children 13 years in that house. You see what I'm saying? And being in that area for 16. And I'm loving not having all those bills on my back. If I did buy anything, it would be a condo or it would be a townhouse. But to try to put myself at my age back out there owning a home, and you need to think about it as well, because you ain't in the best of health either. You see what I'm saying? So to put myself back out there to do something like that, no, I don't think so. I'm thinking for the long haul. I'm thinking about the journey that's going to come with owning a home. Like I say, we all know it's not the American dream anymore. It used to be now. It used to be. You see, but it's so much to it now. It's just so much to it and so many things, and it's just, a bit stressing. It's a bit stressful. You see, it's a blessing and you feel good that you own something, but I'm at my age to where, whatever I leave my kids behind, they can have the insurance money, they can have everything that I've bought over the years, and that's why I'm setting them up so that they could be successful to where they ain't looking for me to leave leave nothing behind. And making sure that they get out at a young age and buy homes, never rent. I mean, you're going to have to start off renting, but don't make that your long-term goal. You see, your long-term goal is to purchase something of your own, whether it's just a starter home, a starter townhouse, a starter condo, something you can rent out later when you go into a bigger home. You see, so I don't see myself ever buying a home, and I'm just being honest with it, because that's just not where I'm at in life. And I watched my mother do it when she was in her 40s, and not knowing that my baby brother was gonna go off to the Marines and never look back. You know, they ain't never came back to St. Louis to stay other than to visit. You see, so you are buying a home to get this home late in the game for children that you, well, two of them she ain't even have, you know, me and my brother, but for my baby brother, and the boy left. The boy left right after high school, went straight into the Marines. And so now, you know, she's over there old, and you know, you get old and you can't do all the things that you used to could do. You see what I'm saying? And stuck in a house, you see, when she could have been somewhere going into senior living now and enjoying her life. She ain't got to drive every day. The people will take you to the grocery store and, you know, be somewhere where you have company and have friends. Not a nursing home, but I'm talking about senior living. And it would have went according to her income and things like that. Like we've been trying to tell her, sell that house and come from up under all that stuff. You see what I'm saying? So you can enjoy the fruits of your labor, you know, the money that you worked so hard for throughout your life, and now you're finally getting it, you're giving it away. You don't even get to enjoy any of it. So like I say, that's not everybody's American dream, but you always are putting your mouth on somebody that does own something, does have equity. And the reason why I said what I just said is because, you know, I'm not talking about you in no bad way, because guess what? I don't own nothing. But what I look like putting my mouth on somebody that is around here, got they shit. They got theirs. And then trying to make it look like they doing something wrong. You see, nice homes. These people, the people that you're talking about, they decorate their homes very nice too. Everybody has their own vision of what their house want to look like. Contemporary. It's just different looks. Retro. Everybody has different opinions. So the way you decorate your house doesn't mean another person has to have the same decor like you. You see, because I have a nice home too. And I've always had a nice home. My children always lived in a nice home. Whether or not I was suffering like buffering and struggling, I made that happen. Because I didn't ever want my kids to miss a beat. I don't want your feet to ever touch the pavement that I had to touch coming up. So I did everything that I had to do. You know, like I say, my kids thought we were rich. And when I was like, what? Girl, is you crazy? Girl, I was around here pulling my hair out. And pulling my own teeth out sometimes to make sure I made do. You see what I'm saying? And that include pantries and things like that. It wasn't like I say, the help was out there. And if I needed it, I did not turn my collar down like I was too good. You see, I didn't, because I knew I was trying to take care of my kids effectively. But did you do that? Did you do that? Did you, the same things that you're out here trying to tell somebody else, you know, come back and tell us when you do, what somebody got to come back and tell y'all anything for? Because if they do it right, y'all gonna find some wrong in it. Y'all, if they do just what y'all said, y'all gonna find some wrong in it. Because all of you women over there ain't nothing but a bunch of haters. That's what I see you are. A bunch of miserable haters. And you guys enjoy coming every day bashing a one woman. You see what I'm saying? Why don't you start making commentary about the people that really do go in on y'all butts? You see what I'm saying? But that's too much like right, because guess what? You're scared to touch that, because you see these people will go dig up all them graves and pull all them bones up out of there. You see? So you say a little something and think you reading somebody, like, you know, that's so cute to be 50 years old and around here reading somebody. You know, every now and then you got to read some people their rights, but to come on and think that this is just healthy, to think that this is just cute. You see what I'm saying? Ain't nothing cute about what you're doing. You're not even cute, you see, and you need to be trying to get with your son and get him some help, because I'm telling you, he's a hurting young man. Why you trying to worry about somebody else's child? You see, and what they need to do with theirs. And then you had the nerve to say that people are always talking about predator activities. What do you think you be doing? What do you think you be doing when you're around there sexualizing a child, putting a child in that type of setting that you always put that young baby in? You see, like that's the honest to God truth, and you know what you're talking about, and you've seen it with your own eyes, and so on and so on, when you're actually just coming out defaming that child. You see, and the more and more you talk, you say you don't watch people and all this stuff, but all I ever hear you say is, well, when you watched them, when I watched them. So you are a harasser. What do you call that? That's harassing. That's stalking. I don't catch all of your lives, and I'm not finna go back and replay them. You see what I'm saying? But if it's something I'm like, what? Let me go check this out. Yeah, I'm gonna come check it out. You see what I'm saying? And like I say, I never can fully listen to a whole hour or 2 hours or whatever you got going on, because your voice irks me. Your voice and your attitude. You are one of the most pridefulest people I've known, and don't have a reason to be prideful. You see, you need to humble yourself in the Lord, young lady. Yes, you. You need to humble yourself in the Lord, because you're sitting around here acting like you're better than somebody. And all this stuff that y'all keep saying over here about somebody being jealous, I don't see not one person on this internet, in this sector, that is jealous of you. No one's jealous of you. No one wants to walk the walk that you're walking in now, whether you had it bad coming up or not. The way you are now, you don't make it. It don't look like you had all this best of a home training and had a grandfather and a grandmother in the home. You see, because somebody missed the mark somewhere when it comes to you. You see what I'm saying? You see, I hold fast to all my grandmother's teachings, all of them, because that was a strong black woman. That was a very strong, independent black woman. You see, but like I say, when you're on fixed income, there's only so much that she can do. So that caused me to jump off the porch, to get out there and try to be grown and get what I wanted, extra to what she was doing and what she couldn't do. Well, let me go do it. So I jumped off the porch, and I was grown, and I did things that I wasn't supposed to do. But it ain't got nothing to do with my grandmother. That was me. Always having that hustle mentality at a young age. You see what I'm saying? You got to get out here and get it, because ain't nobody going to give it to you. You see? So whether or not you had this, like you say, everybody wants my story to be. No, they don't. No, they don't. We love success stories. I know I do. I love success stories. Ain't nobody looking for no bad, but your the way you are, your character, it just doesn't display that. So that's why people say what they say, because you're not displaying that you had this big, beautiful upbringing. You see what I'm saying? And like I say, you missed the mark with your children, hon, because like I say, if for my daughters never had no restraining order on me. The people ain't never been called to my house for my children. Ain't nobody never ran away or even tried to walk out the door thinking they wasn't coming back. Just none of the above of all the things that took I did not do anything. I always wore dusters and still do. Dusters and night clothes in my home, because I didn't want to I had a whole son first and foremost, and I didn't want him to see me walking around my boobs hanging, nipples showing and all that. Put on a bra, cover up your butt. You see what I'm saying? But so let alone to try to put some strippers in front of them. You see what I'm saying? And let them see this type of activity, but that's what you did. I didn't even want my own body parts to show walking around in my own home. You see, because it was respect for my children. You see what I'm saying? And you didn't have that for your children. I'm sorry, you didn't. When you get through with what you're saying, because if you did, that night that you were having that party, or whenever you were having those parties, you would have took your children over to one of your relatives' house where the other kids are and where kids belong. You see what I'm saying? Or as teenagers, go on up in y'all room and don't come out. Y'all go up there and chill. You see what I'm saying? Because we got grown. That's the thing. People are always putting these kids in grown folks' business. And then that's where the problem come in at. Because now they think they grown, and they think they can talk to you any kind of way, and they can tell you any old kind of thing, like they know something and ain't been on this earth nothing but a minute. You see what I'm saying? Or they could buck up at you and pop you all across your head. Why don't you talk about that? Why? And I'm telling you, you got your platform. You built your platform. So why don't you start taking that platform into a new direction? You just won't leave well enough alone. You are seriously stalking and harassing that woman. You see, that's all of what you're doing. You see, like you say, I don't have time to watch Bearded Lady and all that, but you sure watching her. You know everything she doing and everything she's saying. So stop lying. You watching her. You see, like I'm not gonna come out here and say, oh no, I didn't watch. No, I did watch you. See, that's a person that's telling the truth. I did watch you. I want to see what was going on. I don't watch you all the time. You see what I'm saying? But I watch you. You see. And as you saying, somebody else is going to be somebody's commentary, where you're a lot of people's commentary. You see, it ain't a lot of people doing commentary on LA anymore. Because, see, people start and they might say a little something, you know, and they leave that mess alone because people get tired of just talking about the same old okie doke every day. You see, so they try to take things into a new era. I mean, a situation. You know, they try to take it into other opportunities that could broaden, you know, their scale of people, that they're not just staying in this certain sector, but broaden it to other sectors. You see, by using hashtags or speaking on something different. Because like I say, a lot of people that started following me, they didn't necessarily come from this sector. They came because they seen my spirituality. They seen me posting about things. And, oh, thank you. You know, I needed that. And they didn't come from anywhere around this circle. You see, or this sector. You see, so if you would try to do, you don't even try to do anything. You don't even try. That's the killer part. I got to keep saying that. You won't even try. So that shows me you're scared to miss that money. And those people don't care about you. You stop blowing your head up. Oh, boo, you know you made it to the winning team and the winning side. Y'all not winning over there. Y'all look like a bunch of losers. Y'all look like a bunch of miserable women that love to go in and dog another sister out. How is that winning? You see, help me understand. And then you're going to try to say, all of a sudden, LA wants to try to become a protective mother, or a mother that's talking to her children. You think she didn't? You think she didn't? But you're the one that's steadily bringing up her doing something crazy to her son. And I don't even want to say what you're saying. But you're the one that constantly brings that up, like you want to keep adding fuel to the fire. We've heard it enough. We've heard it enough. Stop recycling it, because we don't want to hear it anymore. You see what I'm saying? That young man ain't over there talking about it. That's his personal business. His mom's not over there talking about it. That's their personal business, whether it happened or not. But why do you keep on recycling it? Like it was one of your kids. Talk about what happened to your children throughout life. Talk about how your daughter ended up going somewhere and giving up that coupon and ended up pregnant. You see, at a young age. Because, see, that can help the teenage moms. You see, or it could be a relatable story to the women that also had daughters that or sons that ended up being teenage parents. And you had to help them and different things like that. That's a topic to talk about. You see? Instead of sitting over there, everything you say, I mean, I'm talking about everything that you say about this woman, I be thinking to myself, well, I swear that's what we seeing going on with you, but what are you doing to correct these situations? What are you doing to make things better within your home? You see, and then you calling that man, that didn't prove nothing to anybody. You see what I'm saying? Because anybody can be on the phone and make their mouth say anything, but I'm not saying that it's not true. You see, because, hey, that's what a person's supposed to do as a grandparent. You see, but a person can make their mouth say anything. You see, and you were trying to overtalk him. Anytime you thought he was going to say something, you were overtalking him. So that's where you didn't really know what he was going to say. You see, and then you didn't even have to prove that to anybody. Somebody, like I say, he's only doing what he's supposed to do as a grandparent. So what was the need in that? Did you have to prove that point because somebody said something? You don't have to holler at everything. You see, you don't have to come back. With anytime somebody say something that you feel ain't right or you feel is wrong, why do you have to always come back with a comeback? There's no need for it. Because like I say, sometimes silence is key. You see, sometimes just standing down. I'm going to stand down on this one because it's not even worth my energy. It's not even worth my time. But when people got to always come out and prove this point, you see what I'm saying? And you know that it's supposed to be not true, then that's where it looks like it's a lie. You see, it's fabricated. You see, And a lot of things that you have done. You say people over there fooling their audience and fooling their supporters. Well, what do you think you over there doing and been doing this whole 2.5 years? You have been doing nothing but bamboozling them. You have been pulling the wool over their eyes, and all at the same time while collecting a nice little piece of change, which I ain't counting your pockets, but it would be nice if you made that change not off of somebody's back. Then I would be like, congratulations to you. You're doing good. Good job. Good job, sister. Good job, queen. Because you did that getting it out the mud. You didn't come and hop on somebody's back and ride them like a horse to make a buck. You see? So that's why I can't have no respect for you and never will. You see what I'm saying? Because those are just pure, flat out evil intent. That is evil intent and malicious ways. And you are a harasser and a stalker. You literally tried to get my channel struck. And for what? Because I told the truth? Why would you want to get my channel struck? You see, when you should have been gone from around here. I'm talking about been gone, hater. So it was something that I said that hit you hard, or you're just intimidated by what God's going to bless me with the right way. You see what I'm saying? You see it. God is going to bless me the right way because I'm genuine, because I'm authentic, because I come out as myself. You see what I'm saying? Because I'm an open book, because I'm transparent, because can't nobody tell my story better than me. You see what I'm saying? And anything that happened in my past, I don't regret it, because any of it had to be 25 years ago, because my daughter's about to be 26. So do you think I would feel bad about anything like that? No, everything that happened prior to that made me the woman that I am today. So why would I feel bad about it? You see? And that should go for you. If somebody pulls up somewhere, this happened back in such and such, Boo-Boo was over here tripping, and this what happened, that's how you do that. Instead of always minimizing things, but then blowing up that woman's situation. Why do you think she wasn't talking to her children about private parts? Who doesn't? Who doesn't? Especially when they've been in that type of situation. Who doesn't sit down and have the talk with their children? But it was too much like right for her to do it? No, lady, stop. Stop. And then, like I say, stop talking about that girl family. Y'all don't know these people. Y'all only see what y'all see on this camera at that certain time. Maybe LA came over at a time somebody was just waking up or something, anything, or laying in the bed, anything. You don't know their ins and out 24 hours a day. That woman is a hard-working woman. But what about you? You didn't never work. It has already been out there. You didn't never have no jobs, build up no Social Security or nothing. You see what I'm saying? Didn't invest into your future or into your career. None of that. So how could you talk about a woman that got some type of nursing degree, owns her own home, just put renovations into the home, actually has a nice home, nice and cozy, you see, but you want to talk about her? Yeah, stop it. Stop it. And that's where all those women should not get on the bandwagon, because they should be like, well, we don't even know her, and what do she has to do with anything? You see what I'm saying? And they should not be okaying what you're doing and what you're saying. But like I say, when people don't care about you and they not looking in your best interest, they'll go along. And then we got that other half that's just the get along gang. They do care about you, and then they just finding a place to fit in. Because like I say, when you reject, your rejection it hurts. So you got to go find somewhere else to be instead of going somewhere and doing your own thing, But those are those type of people, hey, so be it. Let them keep on following up behind you and your nonsense. But I just wanted to come out and say, I don't understand how you can tell somebody what they need to do and you have yet to do it with yours. You see, you didn't raise yours up in a certain manner that you want to see somebody else raise their kids up. See, yours is grown. So they're already in their ways. But see, you're talking about children that are little children that can grow up and be so successful, whether they had a bad life or a good life. You see what I'm saying? And that's what you should be praying over their head. You see what I'm saying? That whatever you thinking, they grow up and they be successful. You see, they go out here and they make a difference. They go out here and they don't become statistics, because guess what? It doesn't have to happen that way, because the way that my mother was with me, I'm nothing like that with my children. And that's why I ended up with some good kids, because I stopped that generational curse. I stopped it. Just like I stopped it over my son's head. You see what I'm saying? From what the men on his father's side was, street men, dope heads, murder, all kinds of stuff. All kinds of stuff. I can go on with that. But I stopped that. And that boy ain't going that route. He's not even going that route. He don't like that route. You see? But that's when you're around here with that anointing oil, pouring it in their shoes, anointing their bed, anointing their doors, anointing their heads. You see what I'm saying? And praying over your children. That's what you do. You see, because prayer changes things. And it can change your situation around if you would let them. Just let God in. And stop going out here thinking you're self-made. And you're doing everything on your own, because you either running with the devil or you running with the Lord. And right now you ain't been doing nothing but running around with the enemy. That's it. You're running around with the enemy, going in a circle, because you ain't came and went straight to try to do something different that is positive. So you just going around in circles. I would get tired of talking about the same thing every day. You see, there's a lot of content out here. You might not think it is, but they're just by going to look on YouTube, seeing the things that are going on and coming from outside of this sector, there's a lot of more things that you can talk about. But quit putting your mouth on people when you ain't did none of the above. Or quit putting your mouth on people that is 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 steps ahead of you. You see, like I said, you can dress it up. You can fix it up. You can do all of what you want to do with it. But that's still not making you a good person. That's not making you no better than anybody. You see, because you're not. You're not. Worry about your own family and what's going on. And sweep around your own front door, side door, back door before you come trying to sweep around somebody else's. You see, I don't have the right to go just be sweeping around other people's door when I ain't even swept around mine. You see what I'm saying? I got to get my shit together. You see? But I'm going to go somewhere and put my mouth on somebody else. Where they do that at, boo? Only evil, miserable people do that. But happy people and it's not even about happiness, because every day ain't no good day. But a person that has joy in their heart, because see, joy is everlasting. Happiness is temporary. You see, so when you have that joy and that peace in your heart, you don't feel the need to go out and be trying to harm anybody in any kind of way, whether it be with your mouth, whether it be with actions, whether it be with anything. You don't see fit to do that. You don't want to do that. You see, because you got a peace about you that surpasses all understanding. You have a joy about you, and people they can't understand why. Because you've been walking with the Lord. That's why. And that's something that you couldn't possibly have been doing, because God is not anywhere in this. I'll say it 100 times. Don't ever fool yourself to believe he is, because he's not. You see, but you don't never make something your end all be all. You see, and that's what you did over here with you was trying to go over there with Facebook, and they shut that on down, and who knows if they ever do it over here on YouTube. You see, so don't put all your eggs in one basket. Like I tell my kids, you need a plan A, B, and C. One fall through, you got you another one to stand on. But right now, you don't have a leg to stand on. So if you were to lose right now, I hope you've been saving real good. Because I would hate to see it. Because you gonna lose your mind. While you talking about you don't know if other people done had a nervous breakdown. How many of them have you had? Calling the police, needing to go to the hospital. Talk about that. Instead of trying to put that off on somebody else, that's your life. It's in black and white on the paper. As well as the man came out and said it. You calling the police and the ambulance and stuff, and instead of just telling us. Like I have anxiety, me myself. I battle with depression, me myself. You see what I'm saying? I have PTSD, me myself. You see what I'm saying? Because I've been through so much in life. You see, now God has lessened lessened the way that it comes, because I used to be in years ago. Oh, Lord, I was in a dark space. I was just moving numb. I was just getting up doing what I had to do, but I didn't have any feeling. You see what I'm saying? I didn't sleep at night because my mind was always going. See, that's a person that's transparent. You see what I'm saying? That's a person that's transparent, but I sat in it. I sat in it. I sat with the Lord. I went to go get me some help so I can become a better woman, a better person, a better mother, a better friend, better to myself. But I'm at 30 minutes. So, I'm going to go because I be drawing these videos out. But my main point of all of this is, how are you going to tell somebody else what to do when you ain't even did it yourself? Start working on yourself and your home and your children before you keep putting your mouth on somebody else. You see, and try to maybe change up. Let us challenge you to change up your content. Let that be a challenge, that not every day that you come out, you will be talking about another woman and her children, or stalking and harassing her. Let us see you come out here and talk about something other than that. Let that be a challenge for you. You hear me? I hope you do. But you be blessed. You and yours. Be blessed. And to all my supporters, I love you all. I appreciate you all. Please hit like, share, and subscribe. We're 25 away from 1,000. I see them coming and going. They go up and then they drop off. But like I say, if I'm not a person that's full of drama all the time, they not gonna want to stick around. So that's good. Let them go and get gone. So when we do continue to grow, we got the kind of team that we need. People that are positive. You see what I'm saying? People that aren't hateful in spirit and things of that sort. You see, so let them go. Let them go. I don't feel anything about it. I know you weren't here for me for the right reason anyway. You just wasn't. You see, but God bless you all. You all have a blessed and prosperous day. You go out and don't let anybody steal your joy. Keep your eyes open for any opportunities and open doors that you didn't foresee, that favor has been upon you. Because favor ain't fair, and you could just walk into an opportunity, you see. So you all just be blessed. And please like, share, and subscribe. I love you all. And once again, have a blessed day. I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.